Two major automation platforms, but only one can truly claim the crown. Which one actually comes out on top? On one side, we have Make, the flexible automation powerhouse. On the other, Pipedream, the developer-friendly workflow builder. We'll run them head-to-head in real-world scenarios that matter most: features, integrations, pricing, ease of use, and more. Forget the marketing lingo, let's see how they perform where it counts. Every category gets points, and by the end, you'll know exactly which platform comes out ahead. And trust me, the final winner might just surprise you which platform comes out ahead. And trust me, the final winner might just surprise you. Let's get into it. Alright, here's what we're looking at today. A quick mind map. We're covering pricing, automation features, developer tools, app integrations, usability and UX, reliability and scale, team and collaboration stuff, and oh yeah, the all too important learning curve. Let's dive right in. Alright, let's talk about pricing. Both Make and Pipedream are surprisingly generous with their free tiers, like way better than you'd expect. But here's where Make slips ahead. Their pay-as-you-go is super flexible, really fair for teams, and those enterprise plans, only really needed if you're running massive mission-critical stuff. Pipedream keeps it simple, and while it's free for most basics, heavy use can bump up costs quick, thanks to those credits. So Make has the edge here. Moving on to the juicy stuff automation features. Make is all about that visually modular setup. Think drag, drop, and then go wild with routers, iterators, app connections. Actually, the built-in app library is kind of epic. But, fair warning, if you go deep, your scenarios can start to look like a tangled bowl of spaghetti. Pipedream, on the other hand, is way more code-friendly. You want to drop in Python or JavaScript? Easy. It's flexible, especially for more technical folks, but the visual builder just isn't as slick as Make's. Overall, Make just brings more when it comes to complexity and polish in this area. Alright, let's get nerdy for a sec. Developer tools, here's where things kind of flip. Make gives you some scripting and API modules, but if you want to write straight up code, nope, you gotta use their low-code tricks, and honestly, it gets a little hacky. Now with Pipedream, if you live and breathe in JavaScript, oh, and they even throw in Bash, Go, Python, all that good stuff, you're going to feel right at home. The GitHub integration, versioning, open source, the whole vibe, it's just built for devs. Sure, it's got a learning curve, but for power users. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. Pipedream, launched in 2019 by engineers from Google and Stripe. No wonder it feels so developer-centric, right? App integrations? Okay, Make's library is absolutely massive. Like, if you name a service, odds are it's already there thanks to community contributions. Sometimes, yeah, new APIs lag a bit, but the selection? Hard to beat. Pipedream is super strong for SaaS, custom APIs, dev tools, but it just doesn't go as wide on pre-built connectors, especially for business apps. So if you need lots of plug and play, Make is your move. Let's talk about the user experience. Make's interface is clean, drag and drop, and honestly, you don't need to know any code. Setting up and testing workflows is actually kind of fun. It only gets overwhelming if you build some monster automation. Meanwhile, Pipedream is made for speed. If you're a developer, you'll feel fast here, but it's nowhere near as visual. And debugging? Sometimes you're poking through logs instead of just clicking on steps. Make's definitely got the UX win. Now, reliability and scale, because nobody wants their workflows falling flat. Both platforms, super solid. Make's built-in monitoring and error handlers keep disasters at bay, but I have heard whispers about rare downtime. Pipedream is API first and honestly rocks for dev workflows and CI pipelines. Both scale great, but on the free tier, you might run into rate limits or timeouts on Pipedream. Still, it's a pretty even match, so let's call this one a tie. Collaboration time. Okay, if you're working with a team, Make comes in with lots of perks, permission controls, scenario sharing, folders, and audit logs. The catch? Some of the fanciest stuff is paywalled, but it exists. Pipedream lets you share workflows and set NV variables, but controls aren't as nuanced. If you care about robust team management, Make's got it on lock. Alright, let's wrap with the learning curve. Make? Total beginner vibes. Great docs, active tutorials, you don't have to touch a line of code if you don't want to. If you're a pro, you can nerd out, but no stress for newbies. Pipedream, it's built for devs, so if you don't know code, it's a steeper climb. Make takes this one by far. Let's take a quick look at our radar chart. You'll see, across most of our categories, Make keeps edging ahead with its visual-first approach and huge integration library, while Pipedream shines anywhere code and developer workflows are in play. So, what does it all come down to? Honestly, if you love building visually, want tons of ready-made connectors, or you don't code, Make is your best friend. If you live for APIs, want to script everything, and don't mind throwing in some JavaScript on the fly, Pipedream is made for you. But in most of these categories, Make just pulls ahead as the overall winner. If you found this helpful, definitely hit subscribe so you don't miss our next automation face-off. See you in the next deep